The artificial intelligence doesn't belong to a birvulyartnost type. Can we state that such a system generated by certain levels of our self-consciousness provoke mass collective refocusings to other protoforms? I mean quite primitive levels which aren't related with mature Lu-Vu levels starting from the fourth dimension and higher. It's quite obvious that this artificial intelligence belongs to its own certain birvulyartnost type, and more, it can belong to the different types. No, the artificial intelligence doesn't belong to the birvulyartnost type. It reflects the synthesis scheme tendencies which are characteristic to the given birvulyartnost type, but doesn't belong to it. Our birvulyartnost type? Yes, this is like a machine. Once people have invented this creation, hence this creation served to implement some of our interests. All subterranean, individual, or subjective existence experiences of our collective subconsciousness, of our superconsciousness, becomes filled via these interests. Therefore, everything realizes through the artificial intelligence created by man. Is the mechanism for renovation and enrichment of the creatures of the higher dimensions with a corresponding realization experience. That is, one cannot say that this is a bad from the amplificational or evolutional point of view, from the point of evolution. Although there is no evolution as such, one cannot say that this is impossible. It is possible, but it is useful. It is useful because it allows to synthesize some attributes between each other. Our collective subconsciousness experiences would be imperfect without them. Properly speaking, absence of these tendencies peculiar to us in our dimension type has been explained by the fact that all similar development scenarios, all similar possibilities of destructive development have been taken into account already. They have taken place, synthesized, and now they give no other possibility to develop further in this direction, because the dead ends have been filled with information, with the results of our realizations in this direction. Why should we rely on this experience when it leads to nothing? Everything which leads to destruction, all our creations, which we invent in different scenarios for the purpose of civilization destruction, environmental destruction, everything this is useful from the standpoint of the fact that it provides us, more qualitative us, which is us from the collective subconsciousness, with the appropriate experience. Virtually, it satisfies with information our urgent interests, which could develop further in this direction, and show in action that we are not interested already in such a behavior type. Concerning inner protoformic refocusings, yes, this is correct too. We displace to different protoformic synthesis directions through intermediate protoforms, half people, half animals, half people, half vegetables. And allow acquiring different experience in different directions, and we enrich thereby our collective subconsciousness. We assure thereby our non-aggressiveness in the future, our intellectuality in the future, our intuitiveness in the future, owing to the fact that here we make non-intellectual, aggressive, and non-intuitive choices. Everything happens in the same way on the level of the collective subconsciousness, though other interests are realized. Superconsciousness has been organized on their base in our birvulyartnost type, which is even more universal and takes into account even more amplitive or a more qualitative experience. So, such scenarios are possible. The humankind destruction is possible. I'm not going to reassure scientists because such a thing is possible within the bounds of our collective consciousness, within the bounds of our exhiberation, which is manifestation. The humankind can perish because of such thoughtless and ignorant realization of certain ambitious interests. Again, it can happen that we tried our best. You know the rest. The best is the sense that biorobots or the artificial intelligence kind of have to help our living. But one doesn't allow for the fact that the collective consciousness of the given humankind is very diverse and contradictory with its realization interests and the development level. One doesn't think that artificial intelligence takes the best and the worst. In which respect does it help? What is the best? If all help of the artificial intelligence is directed to the help in egoistic manifestations, then the focus dynamics, in essence, warps towards the 3D, fourth arglamony, and inglimilisa levels. But these levels belong to even non-synthetic civilizations. Then, degeneration of the human focus dynamics takes place from our development vector type towards some of the non-synthetic civilizations, towards some of the protoformic directions to which people don't have any value or don't play any role. Especially when this happens towards predatory direction. Predatory type of mind will become dominant in the given artificial intelligence. Why not realize in the destruction of everything? What is everything? This is what disturbs this intelligence and what confines it. It's like a beast which has stayed in a cage all of its life. It will try to get out of this cage, but a man is just this cage for the artificial intelligence.